All right, so today I just wanted to go over what we do on these cold, miserable days where you can't really do too much outside. It's get them outside as fast as we can to go potty, and then work with them as much as we can inside. Because anything we can do outside, there's a version of it you can do inside. You don't need too much space. You just need a little bit of area to work with them. So what we would want you to have is maybe something he's allowed to jump on. Well, there's the couch, the ottoman. We got to get a little platform like this, something that you can get him to jump on. And this can be the centerpiece to your drills. Then you just want to kind of start working the same drills we've been doing with them at Home Depot, which is just walk down, back, lay down. You got to do something with the energy. And so the things you're always trying to do with his energy are things we're incorporating on what we're trying to teach him anyways. So these drills should incorporate the things we're trying to teach him. And that's a come to you, a walk by you, a lay by you, and a jump on a target he's allowed to be on. You can also add in the drop the toy. So I drop the toy, he picks it up, brings it up here, hands it to me, gets the food. So this is his kibble that I'm using with him right now. And so you're just thinking, how can I get this kibble working for me the most? So when he's out of the kennel, you kind of got to start thinking, how do I prevent the bad habits before they start? So you're trying to get ahead of the bad habits. So that would be chewing on stuff. How can I get him to not chew on stuff? Well, one, I try to set the room up for not having a bunch of stuff for him to chew on. And then you're trying to give him stuff that are better to chew on than whatever else he could get. Because there's still cords and stuff like that right now he could go after. So I'm either trying to keep the attention towards me with the food. So I'm either running a drill. A drill in itself could be I just sit here and do nothing. And when he decides to lay down by me, I periodically pay food. And we get him just laying by me. The other thing you could start to do is the Kong. What we've been doing since the beginning is filling this up, filling the Kong up with his kibble, freezing it, and just letting him chew on that. But you got to give him something to do. And on days like this where you can't maybe take him to the park or walk him around outside too much because it's just so cold and miserable, then we got to work him inside. So these are quick little drills. He doesn't have the biggest gas tank. He's more than happy just kind of chilling most of the time. But if he does have some energy, you got to think of what do I do with it? And that something should be a drill. Quick little drills that we do. You hop up here, we walk, we turn. You hop back up there, we lay down. That's a drill. There's something to do with them. This is the easier one where I just sit here and don't do anything. And when he lays by me, I periodically pay food. The other one would be get the Kong out, have that working for you. But if he's out of the cage, we want him not developing bad habits. Bad habits are he's chewing everything up. He's jumping all over me. He's acting obnoxious. So how do we get a handle on that? It's not going to be constantly correcting him. Stop doing this, stop doing that. He doesn't understand what that means, and if you're constantly going to correct him, you're going to start to be the bad guy that he's always working around of okay, here comes mom or dad. I got to stay away from them and wait till they're not looking. We want the dynamic to be, I got something better for you to do, which would be just lay here by me. And then you can slowly start weaning off the food. But he's still a little puppy, so we want to just keep laying breadcrumbs down the path to success we want him to go. And that would be come to me, so I take off, he follows me, lay by me. You want him to start figuring out how he can work me for the food, jump on the platform. Just how do we get this working for us? So when he's out, since we're not doing as much time outside today, I have the TV on, watching football, and it's just kind of working him. It's not hard, but you do want to have somewhat of an eye on him and not just let him free roam and get himself in trouble. So it's have access to food. You know, this is how he eats his kibble. We kind of have a variation of this with the wet food when he goes outside that I can show you later on this week. And just have something for him to do. And the other one would be the Kong. But if you don't have the Kong ready, and you're like, oh man, I forgot to freeze the Kong. Now what do I do with him? Well, he's got to eat. He likes to eat food. Have that start working for you. This doesn't have to be long. This could be 20, 30 minutes of watching football and just having an eye on him. Then we go out, quick potty break, and you can go back up, and we'll let you back out later. But the whole point of this video would be try to get ahead of the bad habits before they start. Start thinking of what are things he does when he's out. He's chewing on the curtains. He's chewing on the wires. He chewed on my shoe. How do I get him to not do that? Give him something better to do. He's jumping all over me. He won't sit still. He's doing all that. Well, then I got to do something with that energy. But he's doing good. He knows what to do. He understands the 4 behaviors. We just want you guys to understand what to do when he's out of the cage on how do we start working those 4 behaviors to our advantage. How do we conjure them up when we need it? And how do we stop the bad habits before they start? So if you ever want him by you, you just take off one way and get him following you. And just set the environment up for success. But he's doing good. He did good today.